We're on episode 2 of Syndicate. Let's go ahead and get started. I think we'd cleared about a third of the map or so, maybe a little bit more than that. 19 missions out of about 50, if I recall correctly. We're getting to the point where the game's getting pretty hard, though, so I'm going to have to start picking easier missions so that I have a chance to win for a bit until I can at least understand the play a little bit better. I'm struggling really badly right now with the vehicles. Whenever there's a car, I fail really badly. Now, why don't we start exploring the Middle East? I think that this mission in New South Wales is super difficult. You have to, like, defeat all of the police officers in order to win. Yeah. Vehicles in this game is, like, they're, like, always with ice physics on, except it's a point-and-click interface. Full map, full info, business initiative, assassination. One of our former employees has taken it upon himself to leave and start his own business. He's using technology stolen from our labs to aid his research program, and obviously he cannot be allowed to get away with this. Alaska's pretty easy. Okay. The city itself is a warren of underground passages and access tunnels, and it's rumored that one of these tunnels leads into the target complex. If you could locate this, you could have a nice and sneaky way into the camp without attracting the attention of the authorities. I also need to find out how I can recruit new characters, because I have to reload whenever a character dies, since I'm down to my last 4. And I haven't gotten the story upgrade to be able to recruit new agents. But, you know, if this game is all about drugs and surgery, we've done all of the surgery that can be done. We still have plenty of drugs to take. So let's carry on in that vein. I'll go ahead and reload everything before this mission. I think we should be good to go. And before I start this, well, no, I think we're okay. Let's go. Alright, so we want to select everybody. We want to give them anti-drugs so that they are more tolerant of real drugs later. And we want to give them all sniper rifles. Oh, don't get in the car! Whatever you do, don't get in the car. Oh my god, one of my party members is below the map now. Okay, hold on, let me see if I can get them out of there. You can do it. How did you get down there? Oh god, alright, well, time to reload, we died. I think escape lets me bail, right? Yeah. I like how there's no prompt for it. If you hit escape, you gave up. Sorry. Alright. Let's do Alaska. Assault the fortress. The military has constructed a small fortress close to one of our production plants. Reports indicate that an enemy syndicate is also using it as a stop-up point for raids into the plant. Assault force is being dispatched. Your squad is to launch a preliminary attack and take out much of the defenses as possible without withdrawing, before withdrawing to allow the main strike force to attack. Primary target's the base commander, must not be allowed to leave the base. Destroy the armored personnel carriers. Steal this and return to the drop zone. That actually sounds pretty hard, because I have to drive a vehicle, destroy vehicles, and not let people escape. 2 entrances to the fortress. The main gate is well defended. Believed to be a side entrance leading to the roof. Heavily guarded. Most of the guards are on the roof. Okay. Civilians are always open to persuasion. You need to persuade varying numbers of civilians with Persuadertron has any effect on cards. Oh, it levels up by you using it on randos? Huh. So is that within the space of a single mission that you unlock the ability for it to work on agents? I do have a level 3 brain with my Persuadertron characters, so... I could potentially try to do that right away. And then to recruit them, you just have to So let's select everybody. You just have to bump into them with the Persuadertron activated. If that's right. Oh, come on, guys. There's the front gates. Where's the side entrance they're talking about? Maybe that's that staircase over there. Try side entrance. Soundtrack is very Sega Genesis-y. It reminds me of like the Echo the Dolphin soundtrack. Cool, thank you. I definitely want to be able to recruit more people because I'm nervous. I'd like to be able to sacrifice some people on these missions without having to give up if something goes south, you know. Okay, those are the APCs we have to destroy. We need to recover that vehicle. Come on, guys. Stay on the right level. Elevation gets me in a lot of trouble in this game. To recruit an agent with a V3 brain, you need 8 points. You get 1 point for a civilian, 3 for a guard, and 32 for an agent. Okay. I guess the only question is that in a single stage, or is that throughout the whole game, that once you have those points, you have them forever? I guess I could at least get an agent on the next stage that has plenty of civilians. Thanks for checking, Carrie. Appreciate it. Oh god, what the hell just happened? I could have got the med packs. I think I have to go down to shoot those cars. More people to murder near here, right? Oh, I see. It's inside the building. We have to guess at targeting my main person here. Oh, did they run out? Never mind. We'll be okay. Nope. Now it's game over because I shot the med car. I was trying to only shoot the APC, so I think I have to move the med car out of the way and then shoot the APC. Alright, we'll give it another try.
No.
So angry. I needed to destroy 2 of them, so I think it was those 2. The one that was further away was only a single vehicle and just looked like a regular car. You okay, game? Everything all right? Uh-oh. Okay, we'll restart. Wait. Nope, you just had to be patient. Came back. Hooray! Alaska. Try it again. Yeah, so next time I have a stage with civilians, I'll give it a shot. If I can just have a couple in reserve, it would be nice, so I don't have to reload whenever one person dies. I already researched everything there is to research, so let's start. Give you guys your ENT drugs. Come on, number 3. You can do this. Pathing. It's difficult. Remember the back in the day of old MMOs where you could abuse monster pathing to never take damage? Use a GCD, run on top of a hill. Use a GCD, run at the bottom of the hill. Pathing's one of those things that I feel like games are never going to get perfectly right, you know? It might get close, but... Pepperidge Farm remembers. Okay, so that enemy that I just killed was using a Gauss rifle and it does that crazy AoE explosion. Golly. Need to be sniping more readily, I guess. I probably can't use it effectively as effectively as they can. I did unlock it, so I could make one. Good job, number 2. Proud of you. Okay, did our assassination. Let's move this car out of the way. Let's shoot these ones. Yep, it was those two. Called it. It's like the cars can only move on the road. It's part of it. Heck yeah, press space. First try. Welcome to the new empire. You're in a cyberpunk dystopia. You lost to the power of drugs and surgery. 22 hours. Let's save. Thank you. Alright, let's invade America. Nothing gets you high like drugs. With a Z. AWOL, personnel acquisition. A squad of early model agents has gone haywire in the local city. Their chips have been damaged and they will not respond to their control codes. Your squad must enter the city and persuade them to return to base for reprogramming. These two other syndicates have been showing an interest in getting their hands on our cyborgs, and intelligence reports show that several squads are on their way to the city. They must not be allowed near the old agents. Their chips going haywire, the signals from the Persuadertron may appear garbled and you may have difficulty persuading them. Hardest part about this mission will be identifying the friendly agents and distinguishing them from the enemy ones. Check your scanner as your targets will not appear as threats. Accurate weapons are required for this, as area of effect or spray fire weaponry increases the chance of damage to one of the targets. So I guess this is the mission where I would recruit new people regardless, right? I'm going to reload everybody, and then I'm going to back out and make sure all of my taxable territories are happy. I no longer need tax dollars because I've bought everything in the game. So, and I have an effectively infinite amount of money. So just to make sure they never get unhappy, I'm going to back out and double check everyone's happiness levels. So like Alaska's doing pretty well under a 30% tax. But I'm going to be the generous gods and charge a 10% tax on everybody. Which I think is going to make everyone extremely happy. Space rockets. So high. Scandinavia's been happy the whole time. I can tax Scandinavia like 40 or 50% and they're down with it. India? Okay, India's at 30%. Like the one rogue state that's not happy, India. Northwest Territories. Oh, let's save after doing that. Okay. Got it. Let's go. Give them drugs immediately. Do the enemy syndicates use drugs too? Is that only something I do? One of my characters has a Persuadertron, right? Yeah, this thing. Mission failed. Oh. One of the AIs must have made it to... Alright, so I gotta go through and kill all the AIs real fast. Alright. I think Scandinavia is just happy to be part of something. Canadians, but more appreciative. Yeah, I read the manual, which was pretty necessary. Okay, so I think I'm gonna have to reload this one several times to find out where the guards are initially spawning that are... Oh, nope. This is gonna take me a few tries. This one's pretty tough. Just because I can fail off screen, right? I love this, but I have no idea what I'm doing. Game back in the DOS days with Shadow President. I haven't heard of that one. What's it like? I had a lot of games like that, especially NES games. I remember Faxanadu. I rented one time, and I was like, what even is this? Sorry, I'll turn off the louder sound effects here. Nope, and I'm dead. Alright, so it says don't use miniguns. I think that's incorrect. I think I need to kill these guys as fast as I possibly can so I can start recruiting people. Geopolitical simulator. If you have no idea what you're doing, you just end up nuking everything and getting shut down. I remember being really confused by lemmings when I think I rented that on the NES version of that game when I was like 4 or something. It was way beyond me. I should play Lemmings again. I've never played it as an adult. Like, I've seen some gameplay. I know how it's supposed to work. Come on. Does this always fix it if I Alt-Enter? It does. Weird. Okay. Get used to that select sound effect. You're going to hear it a bit. Flash knockoffs on Congregate. I could see that being a popular game to make like flash copies of. Okay. God, what are those giant explosions? They seem to be happening a lot. Oh yeah, what's the fun fact about Lemmings 2? Persuade. Now you guys are scared of our big guns, but we also have brainwashing, great health benefits, and a low tax rate. Wouldn't you want a low tax rate? Isn't it worth becoming a cyborg drug slave? No one likes taxes. This is one playing Shadow President. Dropped 5,000 nukes on Norway and got assassinated within 20 minutes. Wow. This was a DOS game, you said? That's wild. Persuade. I'm glad we started by killing all of the enemy agents. All of these people have been brainwashed now. They're all my servants, little orange circles on the map. DOSBox doesn't like it, and I'm kind of de-armed. Did it have like one of those, do you own the manual and can you enter the set of 3 words in the manual? Those were kind of funny. The Monkey Island one was pretty great. Presidential quotes, you had to say who said it. Because people wouldn't like just know that, I guess, right? Evacuate. We did it. I guess it could still fail. There could still be a regular agent out there that could come murder me any second. So let's hope that doesn't happen. Let's also hope I get to keep all these agents I just recruited. That would be bee's knees. I have something to spend some money on again. Oh, do I need them all to be in here? So I gotta get them all to path into this circle with me. Big oof. Okay, it happened. For a split second, all of the people I recruited were in the circle with me. Welcome to the new empire, Northern Territories. This is what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps. People persuaded, 28. Oh, it didn't give me the agents, though. Oh, lame. Alright. I guess because it was a specific mission. Brainwash a stranger in the Yukon. Alright. Northeast Territories. Capture, equipment acquisition. The Army developed a new anti-tank weapon and our research boys want it. It's been designed and built in the Saracen military base in the southeast of the city. We believe it's still stored on the base. The ends in this text are hard for me to read. General update. First task is to reach the base. This is harder than it sounds as the Army receives some backing from a rival syndicate. Syndicate doesn't want its investment to be lost, on the lookout for enemy agents. Being a military establishment, the base is obviously well defended, and defenders are believed to have access to the latest military hardware. The weapon itself is held in a locked building in the south of the base. Okay. Let's keep doing this thing where we reload everybody and then pop out real quick to save again. I used to never really keep multiple save files as a kid. Lately in streaming, I try really hard to do that. Exactly that. Alright, let's get moving. Don't know who I am anymore. I would keep save files at interesting parts. So like the disc 1, disc 2 change of Final Fantasy 7, I always kept a save there. But I didn't like the aesthetic of saving in a new slot every time, and I also had like anxiety about running out of space on my memory card. I think being poor and only having the one PS1 memory card probably won out over the desire to have a million save files. You guys need a gun, don't you? Need a car to get in there. Hopefully I didn't just destroy the only car. Carjack that one that's running around back there. Sometimes you have to kill your darlings. Please, police car, don't get destroyed. Oh my god. Vehicle controls are the worst. Turn around, bright eyes. Okay. No! Don't go that... Go literally any other way. Alright, well now I have to send them forward. Oh god. I need to turn on the heart rate monitor whenever a mission requires that I use a vehicle. Forget Ornstein and Smo. Okay, it turned the way I wanted it to. That's exciting. Is this right? Oh shit, no, I'm going the wrong way now. Got cops shooting up my car. Oh god, get out of the thing before you get blown up. Okay, everything's fine. Go straight down this time. Skip that turn. Okay, we made it through the gate. No, stop driving! Get out of the car! Oh no, the car got blown up. Is it game over? I don't think we can get back out of here without a car. Womp to the womp. Womp, womp, womp. Let's see if there's a way out. Is that a garage? Yeah, no, we soft locked. Alright, let me reload. In Kaitos, you can only level up at blue save points. One of the hardest bosses in the game is in an area where you only have access to a red save point. That's mean. I do try to brainwash. I need to do that next time I get a stage that has plenty of civilians as well as agents. I haven't been on a mixed civilian stage in a little bit. Welcome to our glorious future. Somebody shooting at us already? Y'all serious? We don't look suspicious. We haven't committed any crimes yet. I mean, I'm about to commit some crimes, but that doesn't give you any right to start shooting me immediately. Cyberpunk dystopian police officer, and I'll tell you what. So that situation you were talking about Bot and Kaitos, was it like impossible for you to backtrack a really long distance? Like you were locked into just the one save file without being able to, or save point without being able to get to one that would let you level up, right? Better de-escalation training. I think this door is permanently open because a car was destroyed in front of it. I am a big fan of that. Just need to start blowing up cars right here. You gotta protect this car, guys. This car is the source of our livelihood. Doing alright? Do this before we run out of drugs here. Oh, this might not even be the right building. Shoot, I guess it's much further down, isn't it? Alright. Might still need a car. No! God. Leave the facility and then keep going. It's in the building. Come on. You can do it. There you go. Good job, car. I'm proud of you. This is a dystopia because corporations control everything and kidnap and brainwash everyone. Or is it a dystopia because pedestrians can't get around? You decide. I have to get in here somehow. Oh, was it actually in here? Because that's like this one right here. God, where'd my team go? There they go. Oh, I see it now. Thank you. Take weapon. Evacuate. Don't. Oh my God. I ran over my guy. I hate the cars in this game. I hate them so much. They're the worst. How you think like a true capitalist? They're the worst. Alright, kill all the agents again. I might be able to get in there and get out of there fast, we'll see. No! Do not go that way! God. Come on, guys. Get in this car. Nope, someone died. Oh, we had it. We were so close. We had the item, we were just exiting the stage, all the enemies were dead, and I ran over myself. Because, like, 3 of the guys got into the car, and the 4th one didn't path onto the car correctly, so he just, like, walked under the tires. It's an interesting sound effect to start each level with. Alright. Let me try to get out of the car right here after I open the gate. It seemed to work last time. Well, I've got a buddy that's stuck up there. That's okay, he can defend the gate, I suppose. Number 1's still in the car for whatever reason. She's working on it. She's not like an alcoholic or anything. She only ever drinks on the weekend, but she usually actually gets drunk on the weekend and doesn't like just go for a buzz. She's trying to move to more of a buzz focus. Does the gate not count as open? He won't leave. Okay, it's okay. Let's try to fix it. Don't run over your party member though. Is he just driving in a circle? I wish I just understood how the pathing worked with a vehicle, because I don't yet. I think it's set up that you need to be in a vehicle to leave. Like, even if... Can I knock it out now? Is it because these cars are in the way? Those cars should no longer be in the way, though, right? Because they can be on opposite sides of the track, right? We were so close to this level being done. No, number 2 and number 4. Where the hell did the car go? Okay. Everybody get out. Everybody get in the car. There you go. Good. Go team. Get out of the car. Perfect. Oof. Oh shit, they're gonna die here. Get away. Didn't realize there were still enemies. I thought we were home free. So I probably could have recruited those guys. I didn't know there were any Syndicate enemies here. Cyborgs. Okay. Phew. Bravely ran away. I agree with Andrea. I should probably add that as a sound effect. The Monty Python, run away! Jiminy Christmas. $22. Greenland, which is actually very small.
Casualty.
That's fine, I can work with that.
Casualty.
That has to make it a lot harder, but
Casualty.
I might still be able to...
Casualty.
Shit.
Casualty.
Pretty good. That is exactly what happens in this game. My whole party gets wiped. Maybe the reason behind this is Mr. Carson's been divulging classified information of the military. He's under surveillance for some time. Yeah, the no song also works as that exactly. Persuaded, proceed to the landing strip in the camp for dust off. Camp is only accessible through the main gate, and the transport division was provided a ground car for this mission. There's a very strong military presence in the area. We believe them to be armed mainly with light automatics. Long-range sniping should take care of the tower guards, but be sure to do it at maximum range. But you could be in for some serious return fire. Okay, give it a shot. Reload everybody first. Save. This is the laser weapon, right? I don't know if it's any good. It seems like the minigun and the sniper together are enough to do just about everything in this game. Then it's just execution is the really hard part. Oops. We made it. Let's do it. Select everybody. Reduce their drug intake. I feel like the military guards are new. We've previously had cops and agents, but not as much hostile military. Okay, let's snipe who we can. I'm gonna do a lot of this from max range. Okay, sure you persuade. It's number 3, number 4. Evacuate. Can do. Back the way we came, I think. Which means I think we have to take a car again, but should be doable. You guys shot the dude that I persuaded? For real? Bummer of bummers. This is why we save after equipping stuff and reloading, so we don't have to do it again. Again, knock on wood, but on the plus side, it seems like that Comcast maintenance that brought down Peak a couple nights ago may have actually fixed the dropped frames issue. I'm curious why they went ahead and made any changes. It certainly wasn't based on my phone call to them. Maybe they saw wider degradation somewhere else. So I shouldn't question it. It seems to be working. Maybe I can cancel my appointment on Sunday. As someone who's like a little tech savvy, one of my biggest anxieties is having a technical problem that I can't reliably reproduce, but I know is not my fault, and having to bring on a tech or a person in a call center to try to explain the issue to them and really convince them, no, this isn't my computer, no, this isn't Twitch. You know. Licensing other infrastructure to another company, I needed the extra maintenance. Yeah, because they did it at like midnight on the dot as when my machine went down or my router went down, so I assume that that was maintenance. That was a text message I got. They're like, you can probably cancel your appointment. I'm like, haha, about that. Not yet. Evacuate. Y'all cyborgs y'all need Jesus. Make very strange life decisions. Got an APC there. Don't shoot this car. It better have more health than a typical car. First try. Out of here. Welcome to the new empire, Greenland. Greenland is a barren land, a land that bears no green. Oh god. I hit enter instead of clicking save, and I'm like, please tell me I didn't just load that file, but I did not. Everything's fine. Yukon. This was super hard as a young kid. I really like the idea of this game. Like, I can see the Matrix with Syndicate, if that makes sense. Where, you know, you, and not in the sense I usually use that word, I've probably come up with something different. Sometimes I'll like play an older game, or I'll play a game that's not quite finished, and I can kind of see what they were trying to do with it, even if they weren't able to fully deliver on it. So this whole idea of like, you have 3 different kinds of drugs. You know, one of them is adrenaline, one of them is perception, one of them is intelligence, and you need to dynamically modify those. Like, sounds super cool in a boardroom, in like a design room when you're writing down your ideas for the game, but it's going to be really hard for you to avoid a degenerate strategy with a game that's made in like 1993, of giving everyone max drugs, giving everyone max cybernetic mods, giving everyone a minigun and a sniper rifle, and just having them Overwatch murder everyone every second, right? So like the challenge of the game becomes driving cars and getting to places before you get nuked. So like understanding what's going on the map and picking the right place for your characters to hang out to kill everyone with as much drugs as possible. I feel like if Peter Molyneux was involved in this game, that would make a lot of sense. Because he has really, really cool, really big ideas, and then he does his very best to get as much of it in there as he can with his team. But usually whatever his idea was bigger than whatever actually got implemented, right? Like with Fable, all 3 Fable games feel like that to the T. Miss Westwood has been threatening one of our execs with a scandal unless he conforms to her demands. He has found her persistent annoying. Oh, he's found her persistence annoying. Sorry, that N fucks with me. Asked to change her point of view. We have to go brainwash her. Great. These 2 enemy syndicates have expressed an interest in Miss Westwood's well-being and have dispatched squads accordingly. As long as they don't try to, like, kill her. That was what was giving me trouble, is when they'd kill him off screen. Okay. And let's reload everything. They burned through that sniper ammo real quick. I need to double check my taxes too. I'll do that before I save. Territories that I've just captured might not be happy with the default 30% tax rate. Yeah, I noticed that with agents. I'm getting money based on my tax rate on countries I've conquered. And I'm just going to give them basically no taxes because I already have enough money to do everything I ever want. And I am a kind god. Atlantic Accelerator. Can I go here now? Well, I'll save real quick. Yeah, that's how it's always been working. Is it not supposed to move that fast? This is Syndicate Plus. I don't know if they changed anything in this release. Because it would like take real time, like it was based on your system clock or something. If you turn the game off and turn it back on, would they have done more research? It's kind of a neat concept if that's how it works. Come on, guys. Get your shit together. Oh, you think it's a CPU speed issue? That might explain. I feel like this game controls insanely fast, especially like the cars and stuff. Like all the units are moving so quickly that it's hard to like issue fine controls to them. Everything. By the time I start thinking about what I want to do, an encounter's already over. Wonder if that's a DOS box thing. Well, if someone wants to Google if there's like a setting change I can do to adjust that, I wouldn't mind for the second half of the game getting that set. I guess the Google would be Syndicate plus everything is too fast. Config file change. That would explain a lot, though. That's how I was able to have effectively infinite money, because like the time spent on the map, the hours would advance so fast that everything would be researched. I think by the time I got like maybe 13 or 14 missions in, I already had enough money for everything. Control F11 to lower the cycles. So to increase the cycles. Okay, hold on. Thanks for looking it up. I don't think it works. Uh-oh. I think I crashed it. Hold on. Wait, no, it just took in a bunch of commands. F12 is increase cycles, right? I'll try working on it on the main screen. I mean, you'll never get the correct animation at the correct speed while keeping the game 3D tactical view up to speed. DOSBox can't do that right now, as it needs high cycles for the game part and low cycles for the menu. Isn't game breaking, some users prefer the faster loading animations. Huh. I thought they were saying that it's not game breaking on the screen though, right? You can see cycles making the in-game play faster. Get in the circle. There you go. We did it! Hooray! Welcome to the new empire. Alright, so this is probably the right screen for me to play with it to see if it's actually affecting the passage of time. Alright, so if I hit Control F11, I think if I turn it to the lowest cycle setting, then it doesn't move at all. And nothing flashes anymore, which can't be right. So let's do one step up. Still can't do anything. One step up. Now it's got a performance issue. I can click stuff, but I can't move it very well. Hi, Ben. Wow, so it goes from no movement at all to way too much movement in a single CPU cycle step. Yeah, because this is like brutally slow, like the mouse doesn't even move smoothly. And if I press it up one more step from there, wait, this might be the magic number? No, it's still too slow. I can't click stuff now without it taking... Well, actually, try this one. We'll see how it looks when we're actually in a map. Newfoundland. Living in a world where you didn't expect to function above 1 gigahertz. Right. Intelligence reports lead us to believe that an enemy syndicate is about to test its prototype new weapon on the unsuspecting populace of a nearby settlement. Scott will be deployed to ensure that the test firing does not go as planned, and also to steal anything you think is of any value, or interest, rather. 4 enemy squads have all been deployed, and they're all equipped with this new weapon. It itself is reported to be some sort of flamethrower. Combat sweep. Combat sweep levels are hard. Flamethrower is lethal up close. It's sadly lacking In range, best bet is to keep the enemy pinned with the use of long or medium range automatics. Yeah, I'm curious what the research window is supposed to look like when the time isn't moving. But now it's frozen, right? Shouldn't the seconds still be progressing, I assume? I wonder if I'm going to get an integer overflow on the clock. I feel like if we've got CPU cycle issues, that's a realistic problem we could run into. Oh wow, yeah, the menu is way less responsive now, though. Time basically shouldn't pass outside of missions. I see. Yeah, I was wondering why every mission was saying that, hey, it took you 22 hours to complete. I'm like, really? I guess the time progression is just super fast. Okay, I'm going to keep it on this cycle just to see what it's like in the main game, but it slows the menus down so much that I might switch off of it later. We'll see. Set a fixed number of cycles in the DOSBox settings instead of percentage of CPU usage. You'd have to restart the game for that. Gets you more money. Which I don't think... I think I'd still probably have enough money to keep my stuff kitted out with ammo. What I might not have by now, I might not be at V3 for everything. I might still be floating around V2. Makes it so I can't really control my units. It's the biggest issue. So no drugs. Sorry, turn that off. Right. Yeah, I haven't really had to interface with the tax system too much or risk making countries unhappy because I was getting so much money passively just from being on the world map. So I think we've got the right speed now. They move pretty quickly still. I'll see if I can dynamically switch it between this set of cycles and whatever it needs for the map. But that's tricky too. The issue I'm running into now is when I press Control F11 or Control F12, it seems to jump the speed in an unpredictable increment. Instead of it going one clear step, sometimes it jumps like 5 steps. And I definitely want to increase the speed on the menus so that I can click stuff without having to wait like 4 seconds on each result. Heavily taxed and easy province, which would regularly rebel, giving you easy missions to do. Oh, that's cool. So you grind up with that, basically? I could try what Kiri's saying about setting DOSBox to use a fixed number of CPU cycles. I wouldn't mind restarting the game if anyone knows. Is that like a config file that I change? Command line? This game doesn't boot with me having to enter anything to the command line. I just open the application and Syndicate Plus just boots up. We did a couple games, I think, was it Commander Keen was in DOSBox, and that required entering some commands to get it to boot. Had to enter commands to get Lords of Midnight to work. This is the first time cycles have ever been an issue. And it didn't affect like the speed of the music, so nothing was happening that made it super obvious. To someone who's never played it before, that is. Okay, hit by cars, guys. Yeah, we're still trying to figure out the best way to handle it. It's tricksy. Let's try to recruit agents maybe, since there are civilians here. I'm currently not in hyper mode, I think. I think this is the normal game speed. you want an authentic experience. Now, I think the problem is it's supposed to use more cycles on the map and fewer cycles in the game. Or maybe it's the other way around. Anyway, if I set the cycles correctly for the game, then the map is sluggish. And if I set... And by sluggish, I mean, like, you'll click and then nothing will happen on screen for a few seconds. It's not just that the animations are slow. Like that's not the intended behavior. So many civilians brainwashed. And I can't dynamically change it because it's not very consistent. When I press the increase or decrease cycles button, it seems to jump it by multiple steps at once for whatever reason. Let me get out of the way here. Let's reduce their drug usage for a bit, let them come down from their hangover. Yeah, that's basically what happened. Like, this walking speed feels a lot more reasonable. Alright, I recruited that guy, that's cool. Recruited my first agent, let's hope it actually counts. I suppose that's true, Aki. Go back to those dark days, right? Agents gained 1. Huzzah. Newfoundland. Yeah, you can see how I'll be moving the mouse and it'll just get like snag on part of the screen and then it'll like jump across. But if I do this, it moves a lot more smoothly. Reduce the taxes on the Yukon. I think so. That it may have actually been intended to move like this. Let me try to get it back to what it was. It's interesting though, because it has the capacity to move smoothly, right? Yeah, and then there's like glitching happening when I set it that low, so I don't think it's supposed to be that low. I think stuff's supposed to at least flash, right? Uh-oh. Oh dear. Please tell me I didn't break it permanently. I did just save. Alright, let's restart. 80% cycles. I guess I can see the thing now, right? 101% cycles. 105 is the max. Let me see if there's a config file for the game really quick. DOSBox Syndicate. Cycle. Cycles. Amount of instructions DOSBox tries to emulate each millisecond. Setting this too high results in sound dropouts and lag. Auto tried to guess what a game needs. Fixed will set a fixed amount of cycles. Max will allocate as much cycles as your computer is able to handle. Auto fix max, okay. Syndicate plus recommended cycles. I think I've had it. It looks like I've had it on auto. So I was trying to automatically adjust it for the map screen and the in-game screen. Resolution and cycle settings. I tried adjusting that, it didn't work. Has a range from 10,000 to 100,000 where it's playable. $30,000 cycles. Okay, I'll give that a try. Editing config files is about as real as you can get, right? Well, doing it in command line would be a little bit realer. We'll see once we load a level. As far as the main screen seems okay. This clock isn't moving too fast, right? California, Rockies, Midwest. Go take my homeland first. Assassination. The nearby city is riddled with organized crime. It's divided up by several crime families of little note, and the citizens are getting really fed up with the whole affair. Medieval 2 Total War in windowed mode. Nice. It gets harder and harder with the compatibility issues. Mission is to assassinate the heads of the family as they attend their monthly meeting. Crime families don't normally trust each other, and this is apparent in the fact that each family has brought along a host of armed bodyguards. Further guards look after the building entrance and even cover the grounds. Police forces in the pocket of all of them. So you can't expect any help from them. I've never gotten help from the police in this game. They always try to murder me. Fast in, fast out is the order of the day. Light automatics should be more than enough. Yeah, light automatics, please. I'm bringing miniguns every time. You should only need 1 or 2 agents for this. It's interesting that they like give you that option, but I don't think there's like a deploy cost to bringing extra agents with you. So you may as well bring everybody, right? All right, let's go do some drugs. Winnie guns. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's take back Illinois, Indiana, Ohio. Oh, God. Yeah, it's not happening. The future realm of Illinois, Ohio. Well, that didn't go great. They start attacking like right away, so I gotta give them their drugs. You just pop in and there's a million guards already attacking you. Let's not use sniper rifles first of all. Do your best, guys. I believe in you. Yeah, the speed seems a lot more reasonable at 30,000 cycles. I don't know if that's the intended cycles for when the game came out. It's still moving pretty fast, but it's not like the speed of sound where it's hard for me to control the characters. I'll keep it on this cycle setting for now. I'm not going to restart the game. I think I probably would have ended up having to farm missions in the way Nodovan was describing earlier to get the upgrades. So it would have just been repeating content we've already seen. So we'll take it as a cheat code that let us get to the meat of the game a little bit more quickly. See the unique missions and stuff. Really? They wanted us to do this with 2 people? It's like a super murder level, though. Just glad there's no friendly fire. Okay, I kind of have to guess where the person is I have to murder. There we go. Never mind. They did it on their own. Good job, team. Welcome to the new empire, Ohio. Get out of here. Spent my first 12 years of life in Chicago and the next 12 years of life in Ohio. I was in Chicago in the mid-90s, which is an interesting time to not be a huge sports fan. Alright, get mission. Let's take Andrea's homeland of New England. Personnel acquisition. The nearby city has just undergone a rebellion against the local government. As a result of the whole state is in a state of anarchy. The whole city is in a state of anarchy. Amongst the turmoil are 3 political candidates who may be of some use when it comes to patching the city back together again. Squad will be dropped into the center of the city, and you must persuade all the candidates before returning to the drop zone. As a result of the chaos, the police force is non-existent. You can act with impunity during your stay inside city limits. Yeah, I like the lore of this universe. Is that the Syndicate game that came out in 2012? Is it any good? I didn't look at Metacritic ratings for it or anything. Just curious. It seems like a cool setting. Large squad should be deployed, not forgetting the Persuadertron. Whenever you do, try to avoid direct contact with enemy squads. Don't get in the line of fire between 2 opposing groups. Okay. Sounds good. By the way, there's a vote deadline tonight, because we're going to get to the halfway point of this game today. It'll be at midnight, which is about a little less than 10 hours from now. Midnight Pacific, so you can see that on the events page if you wanted to set a reminder. Reminders should work now. I've got them set so that the voting deadline starts 30 minutes before it actually triggers. So if you set a reminder, it'll give you a ping 30 minutes before you got some time to log in. Give them bad drugs, give them the miniguns, and get going. Yeah, this speed's way more reasonable. Like, now I have time to give them drugs. Before I was, like, rushing to give them the drugs to get them to act. But they still move pretty fast when they're at max drugs. Syndicate was a solid 4-person co-op game. Right on. It's this IP, I think, isn't it? I guess I don't know who owns the IP now. Try to recruit some people so I can recruit these guys. Is it as simple as me just sneaking up behind them? Oh my god, that's awesome. Alright, we got plenty of new people. I shouldn't have to worry about the gaming over problem as much now. God, look at this army. I love that it just happens automatically too. Like, you just walk up and they're like, yep, I'll be your friend forever. Shooter, you played as the agents. That's cool. Hey, thanks, Burner. How are you doing?
You're super awesome. Thanks.
Sometimes I have a game where I have a hand free to do that. Oh god. Get in the building so you can persuade people. Oh my goodness. Number 4, you're so close to getting inside. There we go. Go team. Okay, sounds good, Burner. Shoot me a Discord message when you have the name of your new one, and I'll send you a coalition invite. I'll try to do the same for Soreness. Then you guys want to check out City Heroes. It's a super cool game. It's currently free. I'm playing it in the late evenings after Andrea goes to bed. It's like one of the coolest flavor-focused MMOs I've ever played, at least. And it made a lot of great decisions that changed the way all their MMOs work. It invented level syncing. Yeah, there was a patch this morning, actually. They added some new stuff and made some fixes. They added a cooldown counter, so like when power's on cooldown, you can set a thing that shows you the number of seconds. Okay, this makes way more sense. Time in mission 4 hours instead of time in mission 26 hours. So yeah, I think you guys were right. That was what was going nuts. I'm actually curious now at what point you would have all the upgrades if you were on normal CPU cycles for the whole game. So I feel like you snowball and you get a lot of money by controlling a lot of territory and taxing all of them, right? But like... Oh, did it say 2 days after 4 hours? Okay, maybe not then. I don't know. Oops. Let's not take Florida. Get the Rockies. Old McDonald, raid and rescue. One of our corporate friends has just had his farm taken over by the military. They seem to be using it as a forward observation post as part of their operations in the area. I believe a military strike is planned soon and will be coordinated from the farmhouse. Friend and his wife are being held against their will in one of the outhouses. Your team is to disrupt the enemy activity whilst at the same time rescuing your friend and his wife. You need to persuade both of them. Okay, that's an interesting way to use the persuade space for narrative purposes. Let's not take Florida. As it is a military operation, you can expect a well-planned defense with plenty of backup. Probably be equipped with light automatics, but with no doubt have the support of heavier guns. My thing, I can't stand Florida because I can't stand how humid it is down there. It's like 100% humidity. I'm a princess about it now though, because living in New Mexico, it's like 0 to 5% humidity every day. So even just going back to Ohio feels like walking in soup. Our main communications bundle is housed on the rear of an APC, which is parked in the courtyard. You must destroy the APC to successfully disrupt their comms network. Okay. Prisoners are kept in an outhouse. As far as we can tell, it's located to the south of the main complex. Under guard and very frightened. They may need persuading to leave the area. That was a good way to explain how that works. And then we also believe there's a ground car on the premises. This would be a valuable aid to the escape. About that. No, I'm good. I do not need a car. Thank you very much, Keem. You like oranges, but damn it, the rain. So my parents are in Cherokee Village, Arkansas, and they said it can get pretty humid down there, too. Not anywhere near as bad as Florida. Yeah, that's true, Burner. I haven't gotten a hold of Sornus yet. See if he wants to join. You can do /alt invite once you make your own supergroup to add your alts to it. Awesome, Leon. Let us know. After you take your stuff out and leave, go to City Hall in Atlas Park. And there's a supergroup registrar there. You just talk to them and it gives it to you for free. And then you can pop in the base portal and design it however you like. And it works about Florida versus Cherokee villages. At least in Florida it'll rain and make it temporarily better. Arkansas will just stay that way for days before you finally get rain. Yeah. My parents hate it there, especially my mom. Makes me super sad. They're used to living in Chicago and Columbus, which is quite a bit more urban. Mom used to go to lots of like metal concerts and stuff, and that's not as much of an option. Gonna destroy this car. Interesting, I had to pay for the instructions to destroy the car. I don't think that was in the default mission info it gave me. It looks like they get caught up on the environment a lot less when the CPU cycles are low, which is nice. I'd have this problem where I'd like click them into a house and they would just start like walking in circles around the door. So I'm glad that's fixed. CAPC I gotta destroy. Okay. Persuade. Ooh, awesome, Leon. Enjoy making the backstory and then making a villain for that character and then making like a bizarro world version of both characters. All from one initial idea. Super cool game. Do you know what power set archetype you're gonna play, Leon? Hopefully they can keep updating it forever. I'm really wondering if there's anyone from the original dev team that are involved in this project, because they seem to really know a lot about the infrastructure of the game. And granted, they've had like 7 years to reverse engineer it, but it's still, they got the code from a dev leaking it to them when they all got fired forever ago. Yeah, Mastermind, sweet. I enjoy Mastermind. Do I have an evacuate circle? I guess I just have to go back to where I started. There it goes. The sonar dings a lot less frequently, and let me see if it makes the sound. It was dinging like every few seconds. I'm like, why would you ever have the sound effects turned on? Because that ding is happening just constantly. It's much better. Just imagine how much that sucks, though, to like be developing a game actively and like have a patch that you're about to announce coming off of beta. Like you've written up the patch notes and your community managers are posting about it, and then the publisher just comes in and says you're all fired. Pack up. All this 7+ years of work is just gone. We're just going to destroy it. I don't think NCSoft is as petty as Konami, but they're pretty close, too. I forget where they're headquartered. I don't think they're a US company. I thought they were involved with Guild Wars 2. Every wrestling territory ever. Yeah, absolutely, Burner. You can even dismantle it and reform it easily. Ben, don't knock that over. Hey, Ascended, how you doing? I got your whisper about your sub-block game. You banked it. I think you've at least banked 1 hour. When you come back up in the rotation, I'll make sure I get it added. You said it's called Vectornom? Ben? I have a carton of goldfish for Cameron's snacks. And I don't think he's noticed it till just now. I might have to go put this away if he continues trying to knock it over. That seems like that would be all the way his jam. Carbs and cheese flavor. Benedict. I'll be back. The Real Syndicate. It's a pretty good one. Alright. Personnel acquisition. Dr. Caldwell has made significant advances in the field of chemical warfare and therefore be an immense asset to the company. His current workplace has come under scrutiny from enemy syndicates who are anxious to grab him for their own needs. Obviously, we can't allow this to happen. Mission is persuade the good doctor to move offices. The chemical plant the doctor is working in is located in the southeastern corner of the city. The doctor has been aware of a lot of syndicate activity. He will have hired bodyguards, Expect the complex to be well defended. Due to the proximity and aggression of enemy syndicates, be well advised to deploy a full squad with automatic weapons. If the chemical plant is defended, then long-range weaponry should be used to accurately pick up any guards that happen to be around without endangering the doctor. Okay, got it. Careful with the miniguns is what they're telling me here. Agent Taylor, Agent Bush. If anyone goes to play this game, you can buy Syndicate Plus on Good Old Games GOG. You want to set the CPU cycles to 30,000 for it to be playable. Gunfire sound is still super loud, so I'm probably going to keep the sound effects turned off. Murdering. Whoa, what the hell was that? Like a phaser gun or something? Good lord. Yeah, on the speed I actually have time to like medpack them. It's still tricky. It was a laser? Okay. Did not feel good. The police never get out of their cars. Lasers, rock to minigun, scissors. I see. Because it has good distance. Mm-hmm. This is where I should be expecting to manually click sometimes, right? Can I fit through this little alley here? Oh, I see. It's probably through here. Right. Do enemies actually run out of ammo? I guess they must, because I think when you pick up their guns, they don't have full ammo remaining. Sniper rifles are trash against agents. Let's persuade this doctorman. And now it's actually reasonable to, like, separate your group a little bit. God. Evacuate. Don't get stuck on the wall, please, dude. Good job. Proud of you. Sweet. Yeah, I think the game's actually easier now, Nodovan, that I can control everybody. Like, I'm not dying. What was happening before on the high speed is that an enemy would show up and just melt me before I had a chance to click. But I think it was kind of balanced by the fact that I had so much money that I had infinite resources, so I had some of my guns early, but I had some levels before that felt like they were unwinnable because I'd load into the map and I would just get, like, shredded instantly. Yeah, now it feels a lot more like a game. Don't get run over by a car, guys. Come on. I wonder if the cars control better. Like, if the cycles were so high that it was getting confused by my clicks or something. Don't get lasered, guys. Well, you're a demon summoner, so maybe it's someone who summons something else, or if you want to play as a totally different archetype, maybe he's a demon himself instead of summoning demons. Something like that. It's a fun creative jumping off point. Walls came out of nowhere. Right. Oh, sure. Yeah, the costume creator is very robust. You could easily make wings and a face and horns and that sort of thing. That's one of my favorite things about that game, is that a lot of MMOs, like, the basic shape of your character is relatively fixed. Why is it playing the sad music? Did I run over the guy I was trying to rescue? Oh my god. So cars are still a pain in the ass, it turns out. Rescue, brainwash. Oh, blaster would probably be good. You could do tanker, like a fire tanker. Fire radiation or something. You could customize the look of the powers so that it's like black fire or something cool like that, or purple fire. Green fire if you want to be a World of Warcraft devil, demon. That's how you know they're demons. Because they've got green flames. Yeah, right. Green flame? Oh shit. Sorry, I'm turning off the baby monitor because Cat just left the mouse move the camera all the way. Oh no, and right, the little mini-map follows the current location of my group, not my map. Oh golly. Hopefully they get their murder on without me for a second. Till I can find out where they are. They're moving right, so it must be the left, right? There they are! Hey, we found the party! Thank goodness. Customizing the color of your powers is pretty cool. You can do some neat stuff. Gives you a little bit more freedom with interpreting your character, right? Because the abilities in City of Heroes are really wireframes. Like, it's up to you to describe or think of why they have this power. Like, is it literally how it's described in game, or is it a little bit different? I think my character has my in-game bio is that they control Wi-Fi radio waves, which obviously isn't a power in-game. This is too specific. But they picked up some power that's supposed to make them disorient foes around them, and the in-game lore for it is it's like an oppressive gloom, like a shadow thing that you do. And I just changed the colors on it to make it look more like the, you know, wave colors I'm using for the rest of my power set, and say, oh, the character's like releasing really high energy radiation and it's making people feel dizzy or sick. Brown note sort of thing. Anyway, it's all stuff like that where you don't have to feel too constrained with the actual rules of the game. It's the opposite of a homogenized mechanics-focused MMO like Final Fantasy XIV, which I also enjoy very much, just in a very different way. It's cool. Alright, we have to take a car to get out of here. I'm very afraid for this dude's life. Come on, guys. Thank you. Good job. Go team. Gotta wait for him to get in the car with me this time, so I don't run him over by accident. Car is still miserable, even on reasonable cycles. Did the car, I really thought that I could reliably assume that it would at least travel straight forward. Nope, it turned around. Because of course it did. Cops are shooting at my car, hold on. Wait for him to get back into the car with me. No! Stop turning around! Why are you doing that? Oh no! Alright, I gotta switch cars. This one's blown up. Well, maybe I can take it. Famous last words, right? They're facing the lane in a weird direction or something. That's possible. God. Yeah, more assholes now. There goes the car I was using. I think there's other ones I can still take to get out of here. We were so close. Come on, game, I need a vehicle. Look up list of Paradise Lost demons. Probably not all those names are taken. Don't tell me all the cars are blown up. I haven't seen one in a minute. Wait, there's some. Alright. Emil the Glutton. I like that idea of making a super fat, gluttonous demon. Should be able to do that. Immolate. Okay, I don't know where they are. Wait. But did my hostage follow me? Oh my god, where's my hostage? We were almost done with this stage before, but the car turned left instead of going the direction it was supposed to go. Wait, is that him right there? I think that's him. Good job, buddy. Come on, get in this car with me. We're totally gonna carjack it, it's fine. Yep, that's the opposite of the direction that I clicked for you to go, but, you know, I guess I understand. The Greater Key of Solomon, that was in, what was the game? Shadow Hearts, I want to say? Nope, let him get in the car first. Don't run him over again. I've seen some really great joke heroes and villains in the game, like the King of the Hill characters have a super group together on Everlasting. Hank Hill sells propane and propane accessories. And I think the guy who made a Dale character got like a pocket sand equivalent ability. I forget what it was. I think there is like a dirty fighting power set or something like that that has you throw sand in the opponent's face. It's pretty great. Oh my god. Where's the car? Ugh, there it is. I just wanted you to go to the exit, Mr. Car. There you go. Keep going this way. Don't turn suddenly. First try. Sure we save after that. Hey Cal, how you doing? What you been up to? Welcome to the new empire. Propane and propane accessories. I wonder if that actually is one. Yeah, classic cyberpunk, exactly. Nailed it. Alright, California is doing fine. Nobody's rebelling on me. Rockies are fine. Yeah, I can see a thing in Seattle. At least a website, right? Like a direct mail BDSM store on the internet. That'd be pretty great. Everyone's so happy. Really? You're gonna call that Colorado? Well, this is where I live. Convoy assassination. Distinguished government ministers preparing to leave the country. I believe he has some confidential information about us that could prove dangerous as well as embarrassing. He's being escorted from the station to the heliport in an armed convoy. Your agents are to intercept the convoy and kill him before he can reach the heliport. The whole route is lined with police officers as well as civvies. They're all armed and ready for trouble. Police car in which the target's right. So blow up every police car. Got it. A single agent would stand just as much of a chance as several. Steal a car and follow the convoy. No, absolutely not. Propane is a heavy metal band in New York. Nice. The game's got a robust system of powers for joke builds. When I played it back in 2007, 2008, I made a villain named that guy from Cameo that looked like that guy from Cameo. You know, the guy with the really tall hair. You can code it so that, like, whenever you use a power, your character yells something without it showing up in the chat log and spamming it, so they always yell word up. Cyberpunk 2077 looks downgraded. Right. It's really interesting. Like, I feel like Cyberpunk works best when it's sincere. I don't know, I felt like Blade Runner 2049 was really sincere. It's kind of silly. It's kind of like fundamentally silly. I'm interested to see what tone they go with CD Projekt Red. It might just be that dystopian fiction is so done now that, like, it's hard to make new media in it without being kind of ironic or doing satire. Kaboom! Alright, let's go do this. Actually click to shoot people now. People like escapism and dystopian futures are too easy to relate to. Right. Evacuate. We did it. Yeah, especially like corporate dystopia, right? That's a little bit too real. It's one thing to have like a post-alien invasion dystopia or something that's a little bit more fantastical. But like everyone in our system is a willing slave in a corporate oligarchy. Yeah, that sounds really fantastical. Yikes. For sure, Cal. It's sort of like generic fantasy, right? Fantasy's so overdone at this point, it's really hard to do it without people asking, what makes this different from every other fantasy? Why should I care? Judge Dredd's getting a little too real. Oops. I think I'm going to do Florida last. Maybe I can beat the game without ever taking Florida. Equipment recovery. Deep Zone. One of our underground agents interacting behind enemy lines. He has now gone missing. Scouting out potential territories when he was attacked. Information would have been stored in a scanner unit that was on his person. Squad will be dropped into his last known location, and you are to recover the scanner and bring it to the landing zone. Scanner emits a signal that shows up on your standard scanning unit. Oh, this is our first time needing this scanning unit. Right on. Southwest of the city. Your large interest among our rivals, we believe that several enemy squads are on their way to attempt to retrieve it. Get the scanner as fast as possible. Don't engage the enemy forces and just concentrate on getting the equipment out of there. Caught in a firefight, try to edge back into an ambush position. So it's in the southwest. I haven't seen the newer one. It's Carl Urban, right? I guess he like lobbied really hard to have the helmet on for the whole movie, and I've heard that Hollywood hates that. Like they want their star power's face to be visible as much as possible. Also, so that they can emote. I guess actors tend to dislike it too. I feel like you kind of have to watch a lot of Hollywood movies and TV shows, assuming that all these characters have hide headgear turned on. That like Stannis Baratheon is not charging the walls of King's Landing, not wearing a helmet while people are throwing rocks down. He's just an important character, so he turned on hide headgear so we can see his face and see him emote to things. I should watch it. I like Judge Dredd. I've read some of the comics, and I've seen the not so great, was it Stallone movie? You betrayed the law. Law. Sneaky Pete. That laser runs out of ammo super fast. Right on the edge of an aggro zone. Kept switching between the aggro music and the subterfuge music. Subterfuge. Are you supposed to enunciate all of the syllables of that word? Are you supposed to say subterfuge? Or are you supposed to say it really fast like subterfuge? Subterfuge. It's a word I read a lot, but very rarely have an opportunity to say out loud for any reason. Shit, guys. Don't die! Having time to medkit's really nice. You can actually do some micro in this game. I'm not getting in. This is a level I would have gotten instantly melted in on the old CPU cycles we were running on. Goofy Turbo Man style. Mostly enunciated with a ZH for the G. Subterfuge. I don't think I can say it at medium speed. It's hard. It's a lot of enemy guards. Subterfuge. Do you definitely make the TER sound clearly? You don't like skip over it or say it too fast? Shit, I'm just gonna pull up Webster.com here. One of my favorite subreddits is called YouTube haikus. It's like Vine style, 14 seconds or shorter YouTube videos. And they have one that's the Webster's Dictionary pronunciation of the word stand. It has British English and American English. British English is like stand. American English is like stand. That cracks me up. Alright, do I have any inventory space? Oh shit, I have to drop some stuff. Don't need this. Don't need the Uzi. Evacuate. Okay. Oh, I see. Having it equipped like that gives me a wider map on the bottom. That's convenient. Subterfuge. Not subterfuge. 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 Stond. English traditional and English simplified, exactly. I love that site that does the fake, like, how to pronounce things. If you Google how to pronounce synecdoche, Synakinda Dodachody. Synakinda Dodachody. Synakinda Dodachody. That CPU cycles issue is really interesting because it's not like the music isn't screwed up. The sound effects are generally fine, except they did play too fast. But like the FMV scenes all play out completely normally regardless. That's weird. All right. Mexico has joined our empire. Colorado/New Mexico is already there. Fine with them giving California its own section. It's totally reasonable. California is fucking huge. Rendered versus pre-rendered. Okay, so you think it's like loading a video file or something? The menu doesn't seem that much slower with the cycles down. Wait, no, this is Florida. We don't want Florida. No one wants Florida. Colombia. Carry on, doctor. Escort. One of our executives is in need of medical attention. Doctor's out of supplies. You need somebody to steal some supplies for the doctor and then run an escort to protect him long enough to get to the executive. The evac. No, it says exec. Okay. Civilian medical vehicles carry enough supplies for field surgery, and one of these would be ideal. If you can locate one and get it to the doctor, all you have to do is keep enemy agents away. Find and retrieve the ambulance before you get to the doctor. Only one agent is necessary to drive, though another should be deployed to guard. God. Alright, well, prepare to be stuck here for... We'll try to make it less than an hour. Precise control and drive a vehicle. Already dead. The map does look a lot like Risk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I think it's... Well, it's a little bit more than 50. Okay. Total. Oh, whoops, I forgot to reload. Do that now and save again. StarCraft had that issue with replay files. Like what would happen with StarCraft? I wonder which developer first came up with the idea of a replay file as a series of instructions to tell the game to carry out in sequence. Like, I think a lot of fighting game replays are just a log of player inputs, and then it just boots up a game with two bots and feeds them both the inputs that were logged, instead of having to save a expensive, large video file. That's been a thing for at least 10 years now, but I don't know which game came up with it first. That's why, like, patches will break replay files, because now the physics are slightly different. That's how it worked in StarCraft, was input, mouse clicks, button presses. If there's any difference at all with the speed, sure. Okay, basically the same thing I was just talking about, but that, I guess that means that it goes much further back than 10 years. Well, I'm trying to think. That would have to have been the invention of replays. I'm not saying like that's how they change replays to make sense. I think that was the first time we ever got replays. So I'm trying to think of what games had replays. Because I don't really remember anything like that in the early 90s. 97 with OG StarCraft. Okay. Use vehicle. We'll try. I'm nervous, but we'll try. Ow. That wasn't cool. He suicide bombed me. Let me try to kill all the units out here before I try to mess around with driving a car, right? Especially with all these explosives on the road. Yeah, I guess that must have been how they saved like the ghost in Mario Kart 64 was the first one that had a ghost. I don't remember if there was a ghost in Super Mario Kart. I never played that one very much. I think I rented it once. Got super speed functions. NASCAR racing at replays. Wow, right on. That was about the same era as Mario Kart 64-ish. I actually have time to manually shoot now, it's great. There's the car I need, but I need to kill everyone before I take it or we're gonna have a really bad time. Someone on the other side of this building down here. Can't see them because of them at the edge of the camera. I get them if I use a sniper rifle. There we go. Okay. Welcome to Die. Historically, people have played, because like StarCraft has speed settings already for normal play, right? And all the pro players have always played on whatever the maximum speed was. Get out of the car. You're about to have a very bad day otherwise. Keep driving forward, just don't turn around at this intersection for the love of God. Okay. Good job, car. I'm very proud of you. Got some red dudes nearby. One-man traffic jam, turn, 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 turn. Oh my god, the car is doing what I'm telling it to do. It's just luck. Every time there's about a 1 in 4 chance that it will obey me. We've had a lucky run, so I'm not holding my breath for that to persist. Okay, no, car. 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 Get your shit together. Okay. Phew. This is actually the wrong way, question mark? No, this is right. Super nervous. Oh, Where's the objective for this way? Gotta turn on the heart rate monitor. Just stop it here, maybe? Bring him out to the car? Okay, let's try that. He's in here somewhere, but I can't get to him. Did I brainwash him successfully? I might have. Come on, dude. Don't get hit by a car, please. Okay, I don't think I can persuade him. Don't run him over. Do not run him over, for the love of God. Come on. Don't know if it's working or not, or where I need to take him to. I think he's in the car with me, but I don't know what to do with that information. Let me turn their drugs off. Just pray that I killed all the bad guys and that no cops are going to shoot up this car. No, I can persuade people while driving the car. That's pretty nice. I'm gonna have to look it up here in a second. I think this was... It wasn't Mexico. It was a country south of Mexico. Although, I think earlier when I was trying to get this game to work, I checked for walkthroughs, and all the walkthroughs are just copy-pastes of the manual, so that might not actually be that helpful. Hey, it listened to me. That's exciting. Now it didn't. So I'm going to try to just bring it back to where I first got it, I guess, since I know what to do with it. Dude, why? Why? Oh, so much pain. Oh my god. Alright. Turn this way, please. I beg you. Okay, whew, did it. Whew. This is where I first got the ambulance. I don't know if I'm supposed to take it up this way or what. The guy just said get the ambulance and bring it to the dude. I don't think it told me to bring it anywhere after that, but we'll try it anyway. I think I gotta look it up. Syndicate plus map. First of all, I need to find the name of the level that I'm on. Alright, so... yeah, right, exactly. So I'm in like Colombia, Ecuador, Venezuela kind of area, northwest of Brazil. I don't know what the game refers to it as. This game is extremely difficult to Google. Syndicate plus ambulance. Maybe that's enough. Oh, the person who copied and pasted from the walkthrough actually includes details for the whole... Okay, hold on. Ambulance. Find and retrieve the ambulance before you get to the doctor. Only one agent is necessary. When you get to the dock and leave the ambulance, let him drive. What? How do I let him drive? I wonder if I persuaded him and that broke it. Because at this point I'm just supposed to escort him, right? God, okay. Hold up. This seems like this was one of the most complicated... Someone might be talking about it. Ambulance. It's great playing Syndicate again. You remember the Colombia mission in South America where you have to find an ambulance and get its doctor and protect the door while he drives the ambulance with the patient. I can't get the AI-controlled doctor to get into the ambulance. Once you get the ambulance, drive it towards the doctor. When you're close to the doctor, leave the car and walk up to the doctor. Follow him and keep close to him. It might take some walking before he leaves the platform. Don't persuade him. Oh no. Alright, so this might be a soft lock, because I think I did persuade him. See if he gets into the ambulance of his own volition. Maybe I didn't persuade him, because he's nowhere near my party, and people who have been persuaded always are. Hey, hold up. Try to turn this car around if I can. It's easier said than done. You could probably do fire dark or dark fire burner. That'd be pretty fun. I think there's plenty of archetypes that allow for dark/fire. Alright, Doc, you gonna get in the ambulance? Oh, that's cool too. The idea of an ice demon. Clearly I haven't persuaded him because he's moving far enough away in his own, right? He still refuses to get in the car. What if I get in the car with him? Will he drive automatically? Alright, I think I softlocked this one. I think we have to restart it. Try not to use the Persuader this time. I had to drive that ambulance all the way back over to him. Big oof. Big oof. The biggest of oofs. At least somebody was talking about it on the internet.
Selected.
Alright.
Selected. Selected.
I guess it just says protect, right? I want to make sure we kill everyone again. try to recruit civilians. So I could maybe recruit the other agents in this stage. The other side of this wall, okay. Find another way to get out of this complex here. Yeah, I can see being similar to XCOM. I do like the big world map. Unlike XCOM, this game has significantly more drugs, though. I feel like drug use is pretty core to cyberpunk fiction, which is interesting. He was all high on mentats. Took a little bit too much brain-assault that evening. So the other side of this wall, so I have to take a car to get to it in the first place, I think. Alright, car, get me to this ambulance, and then we're just gonna pray that everything works. Do not, what are you doing? Why would you turn around? Oh my god, it has to travel so far when it turns around. It has to go all the, oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna crank the CPU cycles on this map if I can. I don't think I can anymore because I turned it off auto. Shoot. Is this a car that I can use? No, it's going the wrong way. No. And I killed my agent that I converted. I wish I could shoot down gates. Let me see if there's a way for me to get to this ambulance without going through that gate. I don't think there is. Yeah, because it's over here. Where does the choice only have... Well, having doors that can only be opened by cars is not in and of itself terrible. The terrible part is how slippery the cars are to control. Like, I kind of like... Oh my god, it did it again. It It made it all the way back there and it did it again. Oh. The idea that there's a unique objective that you have to complete in order to be able to progress, that you need to have hijacked a car to get through, I think is fine. It's this problem that when I get to the door, the car pushes up to it and then turns around and goes all the way along this track back to the very beginning. And now this dozer that I left behind is blocking the cars from continuing on the track. Oh, this is rough. This is rough stuff. Alright, let's just take the dozer truck all the way around if we can. Yeah. I think it's slower than a normal car. I shouldn't have put it on the road, because now the other cars can't get past it. Oh my god. I could try shooting it, maybe. I don't know if they can drive over a blown up car that's burning on the street side. Alright, let's take bets. How likely do you think it is that I make it all the way to the gate, which requires me driving all the way down all these roads? I get to the gate and the car turns around again. Laugh sob. You jack a car, you can get anywhere in the future. It's so easy to jack a car too. Should not have. I was like, that's a beefy looking vehicle. I bet it's got higher performance. False. Also, this whole part of the map is like right on the edge of the map, so I can't scroll too efficiently. While I'm doing this, let me continue to Google, see if anyone else talked about this or it's just that one thread. I'm glad there's at least a thread that I'm not completely insane. Part of it's just like the way that this road is arranged too. Like most other places you have a nearby area to turn around. The only place to turn around is on the opposite side of the map. Okay, we made it through the door. Whew. Now it did not get blown up and destroyed. Oh, you know, I hope I didn't accidentally already, I was walking near the objective area earlier, just in trying to get the car to move around, and I had the persuader selected. So I hope I didn't accidentally already persuade the guy and make the mission unsolvable. So we'll see when we get there. So I'm trying to recruit this guy. There we go. Drives back to the dealership. Yeah. Seems like a pretty good corporate dystopian scam, if anything else is ended. It's basically what's happening in this game. Alright, you guys need to go here. With all haste. I need to take them off their drugs soon. They're starting to get too big of a drugs hangover. Or you can persuade them through walls. That's awesome. Good to know. Alright. Alright. I just ran over the guy I recruited. I think I've spent as much time on this mission as like the last 5 or 6 missions combined. We actually drove the ambulance to him on the first try before, if you'll recall. Don't turn, don't turn. Oh my god. Actually, this might be okay. I'm just running over civilians here, it's not all that bad. No, I need to go way further up. This could be worse, basically. Fortunately, that guy's gonna set up a wall. Squishing everyone on the way, exactly. Turn right. Do not turn left, for the love of God. This time I actually want you to go this way. Thank you, ambulance. Okay. Oh shoot, I hope there isn't any cars left on the road blocking it. There might be, we'll see. Turn off the persuader. Okay, looks like I did not persuade him, so we might be okay. This is by far the most complicated thing in the game so far. Get in the ambulance, please. It's right here, dude. Are you the guy that's stuck on the ramp? He's pathing straight into the... Okay. Alright. He's just facing it directly. Okay. No. No. So I need to move the car in such a way that he doesn't get stuck on the ramp. I think he's just coded to face the ambulance at all costs. Oh my god. Okay. Why would they put a ramp there? How did this get through testing? Can he even go higher now, or is he stuck there? Because the ambulance can't be at the right angle to get him to face the right way. Oh my goodness. Okay. Alright, let me try to turn it around. The game might be soft locked. I don't think I can beat Colombia. It's got to be possible, right? But you just have to luck out and make sure that he leaves the building in exactly the right angle and does not get stuck on the geometry. Don't go through the door. Thank you. Maybe me being at this insane distance, he's like wiggling his way out of the ramp area. Almost. No, wait, that's him, isn't it? Let me see if I can do anything to move him here. I would have to persuade him, and it says if I persuade him, it fails. Alright, hold on, let's try moving it all the way down, maybe? Because I think what happens is he just... Where's the fuck did the ambulance go? You serious? Where? Did I just loop all the way around? Okay, so here's my next guess. I think this dude, once the ambulance is a certain distance from him, he immediately paths toward it. But if you park it in the front of the building, it's impossible for him to get out of the building because he gets caught on the ramp. So I think you have to, when you first get to the building, park it immediately outside these double ramps here. Otherwise, he will never be able to reach it. because he doesn't actually path to it, he just like draws a straight line and tries to approach it. Because he can't get to it now, right? Because he's gonna walk into this wall forever. Okay. Give this one more try. I'm not gonna like call the game unbeatable because we could make this happen, but
Selected.
make sure we kill everyone. Oh, and it did start me in a different place. I don't have to get the car through the door first. It was giving me all that trouble last time, but then I had an agent die. Hold the phone. Kill as many of these guys as I can while we wait. Yeah, I wonder if it's a glitch. I started in the wrong drop location last time, and that was made it so such a pain in the butt. So now I'm on the right side of the hospital. I can get the ambulance without anywhere near as much trouble. Wait, can I? Maybe not. No, I still need to go through the thing. Okay. Maybe I just did it painlessly the first time somehow. Do not know where my dudes are. Trying to find them. Here, maybe? I found them, hooray! Alright, I gotta jack a car. Get in it before it gets to the door! Or follow it through the door. Okay, I shot it once to scare them out of the car. That totally worked. Don't turn around. Don't turn around. Oh no! Don't do that. Ugh. Does this get me there too? Okay, this technically also gets me there as long as I don't ever turn around in the process. At least it didn't go back towards the final building, right? That's what happened the first time. Try to kill all the dudes before we take the ambulance so they don't blow it up on me. for the best. We got to take the ambulance straight to the dock on the right side because I think it's the only way for the dude to get out of the building without getting stuck pathing on the ramp. $1993. I actually probably could have taken that turn there. Ben moved in front of the computer when I was having to turn, and I was about to say, Ben, don't stand in front of the computer when I have to turn, but I honestly don't know if it would make me any more likely to succeed. Maybe me entering commands actually gets me in trouble. Okay. Does seem to respond. Well, maybe I'm just recording it when it responds and not when it doesn't. Keep going straight, don't turn right. Oh my god. Just go straight. What possible command could convince it to go in a circle like that? Okay, there it goes. Just gotta have patience. Have patience. Get out and kill this guy. Not now, not when I'm this close. He's already outside. Okay, get out of the car. Don't you dare get run over, I swear to God. Don't you dare get blown up by whatever the hell that was either. Dude, what are you doing? The car's right there. Is he just walking somewhere now? Okay, I'll just escort him. I think maybe I'm supposed to follow him in the ambulance. Let me send a guy up here really quick. What are you doing, dude? You just get distracted by walking into a car showing up on the road? Oh no. Alright, please get back on the road. What is he doing? He was like clearly heading toward a destination and then a car almost ran him over and now he's just like shitting the bed. Is that all that for him to get in the ambulance finally? No. Brain dead pathing AI, take my energy. They should not have tried to do a special mission with different rules from all the other missions. What is he doing? Alright, here's my new guess. I think he has a preset number of instructions that he always follows, and if something causes him to deviate from it, like walking into a car, he continues to input left, 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 down, 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 and just starts moving randomly? Oh my god, I thought he was gonna get in the ambulance. What are you doing, dude? Like, I don't want to reset now because he's not, like, obviously stuck on something, but I can't tell what the problem is. It seemed like it was working until he walked into that car. Alright, so I have another option, and that's to Persuadertron him and then bring him to every building in the game and hope one of them is legal. There's not enough guides or walkthroughs of this game on the internet to know what building it's supposed to be. Yeah, exactly. I might try the Persuadertron thing in a second. He might be back on track. Let's see. Okay, he's walking along the road, and that's promising. I think I am supposed to follow him in the ambulance so I can open the gate for him. Which may be why there's no turnarounds over here. No, don't turn around, dude. What are you doing? You were doing so well. What is your plan? What does this guide say? Hold on. Ambulance. Once you get the ambulance, drive it toward the doctor. When you're close to the doctor, leave the car and walk up to the doctor. Follow him, keep close to him. It might take some walking before he leaves the platform. He will automatically enter the car. Do not persuade him, that's not necessary. Then enter the car and let the doctor drive. You have to be quick in order to get aboard the car, so it's best to make sure all agent stimulant levels are maximized. He's definitely walking along the edges of things. Dude. Alright, I'm gonna try the Persuadertron method. Could anyone do me a favor and see it? You probably can't, but see if you can find a YouTube video of somebody playing through Syndicate Plus, specifically doing the Colombia level, and see like if you can watch them succeed at it, or if you like pull up a video and jump through it and see if there's ever a point where they cleared the stage. It's got to be possible, right? Like. So if I at least knew what building to take him to, I bet even if he's persuaded, he'll still do his job if you get him to that building. But the objective marker doesn't update. It's probably somewhere through the gate, would be my guess. Start just trying to lead him into every building and see what happens. Turn off the Persuadertron. It's got to be a building that's like really close to the road, right? Because it'd have to be one that he can get out of the car and go inside right away. Hey Bartlett, sorry, I don't know what you just linked to. Automatically clear links. Can you tell me what you were linking to? Maybe I can permit it. So YouTube with it? Okay, thank you. I'll hit a permit on you in a second. Just trying to stop spam bots. Cool. Try pasting it now. Thank you very much. Alright, let me see if I can click that on my other machine here real quick. Oh, thank you. Yeah, there's Colombia. I'm just gonna jump through this real quick and see what he does. He's killing all the guards. He's got the ambulance. Killing more guards. Kill more guards. In the ambulance. Still following him in the ambulance here. Alright, he goes past the first platform. He gets out at the platform, like exactly at it. The yellow paint. Okay. Well, he does not use the Persuadertron. He enters the building with one of the guards. Thank you, by the way, Bartlett. You're a lifesaver. I'm just trying to figure out why he wasn't doing what he was supposed to do. He's having a similar problem where he goes in the building and talks to the guy, and the guy refuses to come outside. He's trying to do stuff like he's unequipping everybody's guns to see if he can get to work. He goes back in with no guns, and the guy comes out with him. Then he gets in the car and drives off. And it just works. What if it's a CPU cycle problem? Thank you very much, Bartlett. I appreciate it. You kind of say so. Have you played the other games in this franchise, like the 2012 game set in the same space where you play as an agent? Alright, we're going to start over one more time. I think that this video I watched, the guy does something slightly different than what I've been doing, so I'm going to give that a try. Do you know who owns the IP right now? Who did Molyneux end up with? Alright, Colombia. Fingers crossed.
Selected. Selected. Selected.
EA owns it now. That's too bad. Oh, I see. He leaves behind bombs when he dies. I wasn't noticing those on the ground before. Gotcha. I was like, are those just random explosions? They're not random. They're actually predictable. Okay, try to go through the door. Don't get turned around. Alright, good. That's EA, sure. This is going to be like the exclamation point first try to end all exclamation point first tries after we land this. I think it's been an hour, right? I definitely appreciate it when games try to like break their own formula. Like, okay, the player's probably seen the Matrix by this point, so let's try to do something different. But in this particular stage, they probably shouldn't have done that. Oh man. 1993. Is it actually through this wall? I don't think so. Do the Syndicate members have the right color hats depending on what Syndicate they belong to? I haven't really noticed that so far. I noticed mine are blue. Okay, so I think what I need to do differently is I need to drive all the way around the building, and then I have to park the ambulance so that it's facing away from the building and in the yellow zone. So it's pretty precise. Given the car handling, I might not be able to pull it off on the first try, but at least I have something to attempt, and I'm not just over here puzzled as to what was going wrong. When I Googled it, I'd found one thread where someone else was having the same issue, and they're like, oh yeah, just, try it again. This time make sure that the guy gets into the building. Like, oh yeah, just make sure that he gets into the building. Gets into the ambulance, no problem. Easy. This game probably ties, what was it, the original Battletech that we played on stream for old game jank. That was the one where income was determined randomly on a tile on the map. And if you stood on that tile, you generated income. And if you did not sit on that tile, you generated no income. So you had to spend about an hour faffing around to find the tile to stand on in order to get any money to get any upgrades for the game to be playable. It's got to be like a script error with the NPC pathing. That's my guess. Exactly. I think you're right about that. I think he probably shouldn't come out of the building at all unless if you have the car parked in exactly the right spot. And they tried to convey it with the big yellow on the ground. Dated design as well. In a lot of cases. I'm going to move it slightly further forward. Not very far. Okay, I think that's perfect. Now I think I need to make everyone unequip their guns. Okay, send one person in with no gun. Hey man, I got your ambulance. Hopefully he makes it down. Oh no. Oh wait, he's doing it. Just try to follow the vehicle. It's happening, guys. I'm so hype. Just as intended. Exactly as planned, right? Oh, good job past me. Wait, maybe not. Maybe he's supposed to go that way. I don't know. Let me see where he ends up going. I actually don't know what he's doing right now. So I couldn't catch up to him. The door was about to close behind me. But now I don't know where my dudes are. Oh, golly. I think I killed all the enemies on the map, though, so... I know, right? Alright, let me see if I can just walk to him slowly here. He's not just driving on a loop because there's a car blocking his path on the road. Technically, the guide says I need to get into the ambulance with him when he starts driving, and I have to have, like, max drugs to be able to do that under normal circumstances. Oh. He did his thing. He did it. There were no more guards to kill him. He just did his thing. Thank you, Bartlett. You are a hero. Welcome to the new empire, Colombia. Good God almighty. Don't question it. Just save. Just save the game. Make 2 saves, just in case. First try. Yeah.
We've got this, Marstead. Where? How?
Okay.
First try.
Let's go back to playing the game instead of fighting the game. Peru. Assassination. I can do assassination. Military advisor to an enemy syndicate is holed up in a bunker in the city. He's a valuable asset to the enemy, but wouldn't be much use to us, so he must be terminated. You must infiltrate the bunker and assassinate the target before you can leave. The city itself is raised above the vegetation level, and a series of supports. There are only a few access ways to the lower level, so anybody falling off the main level will have a hard time trying to get back up again. Great. The bunker itself is accessible by vehicle or a long tunnel. We cannot provide you a vehicle for this mission. Your squad will have to proceed on foot to the tunnel entrance, near the docks to the south of the city. If the advisor sees you coming, he'll either mobilize further enemy intercept squads or attempt to get away. You should post a guard at the rear entrance in case he tries to make a break for it. Going back to Formula Syndicate, I'm super pumped. Like, the core gameplay loop is pretty good, actually. Go in, assassinate the dudes, manage your guys' drugs, do post-mission surgery, that sort of thing. Hopefully I went on the first try. I didn't do that completely correctly. Alright, max drugs. Let's go find this tunnel. Don't walk on the train tracks, guys. Are you real? For real? You're gonna get murdered. Don't you remember how train tracks work from that level, 3? Alright, here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it. Alright, that's the door that needs a vehicle, which they couldn't provide to me, so there's gotta be a tunnel here somewhere. So maybe they're talking about walking underneath this thing? No, I guess not. Can't cross that. I don't know if I can cross over here if there's a fence underneath the bridge. I think there's a fence. They won't do it. Alright. Should be able to go around this wall here, right? Snipe him. I guess not, because there's a fence blocking me. Maybe I have to take the train. Let's start with that. Okay, I might have to do this one dude at a time. Nope, it worked. It's exciting. Phew. Alright, don't get run over by the train. I wonder if they can shoot from the train. That was like some Looney Tunes shit. Some Wile E. Coyote. They're like sitting in the train and the train just goes and they're just standing in midair. Alright, let's try again. Oh, video games. Are we in the train for real this time? Yeah, I know, right? And the train just leaves. At least it didn't get crushed, right? That could have easily happened. cool. Everything's great. I might have to reduce their drug usage. I spent a lot of drugs figuring out where to go at the beginning. Can I snipe him from here? I think he's inside that room. Okay. It's got to come at it from the other side, I suppose. Like in this building, perhaps? See if there's a car I can hijack, yeah. There's one. I don't think I can reach him. That's okay. Elevation problems. Hey, the car went the right way. I did it again. Alright, so I need to find a way to get down to that door there. Maybe? I'm actually not sure now. Let me try walking along here and see if that gets me to him or not. I need to, like, spook him, right? I don't think he hears gunfire and starts running now. So how do I get into this building? Drop off the edge, maybe? It mentioned dropping off the edge in the mission description. I don't think that's the right way. It mentions a tunnel, but I don't know how to use the tunnel. Let me see if there's a way to get down over here somewhere. Maybe up here, where I got the car originally? Try that. Can I get on the grass over here? No. How do I get on the grass? Alright, I'll figure it out. See if there's a building that clearly goes underground. Maybe it's this catwalk over here we have to drop down on? I think the fact that they mentioned the whole dropping down thing makes me suspect that that's a clue of how to do the level. It's like right after the train, though. Can they even fall? It's like I have to get inside this long tunnel thing. The door to it's down here, though. I don't think I can get down there. Because I couldn't, there's like a hidden fence along this bridge here. Alright, hold on. If anyone in chat has an idea for this one, I'll take it too, but I think this is Brazil, right? No, that's... I'm not dropping any frames today. If anyone else is noticing it, please let me know. Behind the Wall, Assassination, Venezuela. Early morning just turned running after too much journal abuse and picked up by the police force and currently going information. Oh, this is Peru, the runner. Okay, I'm going to read out loud the description. Military advisor to an enemy syndicate is holed up in a bunker in the city. He is a valued asset to the enemy, but wouldn't be much use to us, so he must be terminated. The enemy syndicate has seen fit to deploy a number of defense squads in the city. You must infiltrate the bunker and assassinate the target before he can leave. The city itself is raised above the vegetation in a series of supports. There are only a few access ways to the lower level, so anybody falling off the main level will have a hard time trying to get back up again. The bunker is accessible by vehicle or a long tunnel. You cannot provide a vehicle for this mission. You're squad out to proceed on foot to the tunnel entrance. You leave the entrance to the tunnel is located near the docks area to the south of the city. That's true, but I don't know how to get to the bottom of the building to get into it. Like this is the tunnel here, right? And the vehicle door doesn't have a road reaching to it, so it's just a way to block me from getting in there. Thanks, Ben. Appreciate that. Some people's cats. Is there a way down somewhere? I'm just looking if there's a ramp anywhere that goes down to the bottom level. So those are not ramps, those are still extended. Maybe it's this weird looking platform thing? But even that is above the road, so I can't walk over to it. How did you guys get down here? Alright, I'm not going to question it. They're in the right place. Let's just go. Don't even know what happened, but it's fine. I'm over here talking and they path their way down where they're supposed to be somehow. I still have to get to this building down here to get into the tunnel, right? You've been having Xbox One issues for a while, right, Leon? Can't get into this building from this side. Maybe this is a building that I can enter. Wait. This guy's kind of sort of fitting around it. Get plus Peru. Peru mission. I guess you can blow up the tunnel from the outside with a Gauss rifle? I wonder if that actually works. Hey, that same person that posted that video, Bartlett, has one for Peru too. We'll watch that here. I just don't know how to get into the building. That's what I'm struggling with. How do they have mission complete already? They shoot at it from the top? No shit. With... Yeah, they just shoot it from above. Holy crap. Okay. I can try to do that. How did you get over here, dude? There's a train and everything. How did it not crush you? Oh my goodness. How was that guy outside the train, too? Alright, let me see if I can find someone who's, like, somewhere reasonable right now. It's gotta be someone that's on the upper level. I guess it'll be number 1. As long as nobody dies in the process of me getting over there, this might be possible. The dude in this video just goes up near where the tunnel is and they just, like, spam fire until the guy dies. I guess you can target him through the roof. Schrodinger's secret agent. Okay. Whatever you say, game. Gee willikers. Alright. Venezuela. Assassination. One of our early model agents has turned renegade after too much adrenaline abuse. She's been picked up by the police force and is currently undergoing interrogation in a safe house. She used to work for us. She has vital information on our tactics. This would be disastrous. She must be terminated. Safe house is located in the middle sector of the city. Our preliminary scout report shows it's flanked by 2 larger buildings, traveling over the rooftops and down the access ramp. Several enemy squads in the area. Okay. Reload all the guns. I wonder, like the video I watched, they did that same thing where they just got on the roof and shot at it. But the thread that I found where someone is saying, how the heck do I do Peru, was like, hey, I keep getting into the tunnel, and the guy runs away and the mission fails. And it's like, how did you get into the tunnel? Like, doesn't appear to be accessible.
Selected. 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 Selected.
It's a lot of dudes. Snipe as many as we can before they get too close, right? He's actually up on the second level. Oops, I clicked too far or something. Where are my guys? There they are. I try this whole shooting in the building thing again. Don't think it always works. I think it was just that last level that I was able to shoot through the windows, basically. Alright, I think I can get there. Maybe the Gauss rifle works for that, though. Maybe I should switch to it. If they can, like, shoot a building and blow up everyone inside the building, I totally gotta be using that, right? That sounds great. Alright. First try. That was the old school Syndicate mission right there. Walk in a building and shoot someone to death. No ambulance shenanigans. I think when it locks up like this, I have to window it and then full screen it, and then it fixes itself. Yeah. Don't know what causes it. Double check everybody's taxes here. I don't want to redo any of these South American levels. Wonder if South America was designed by a different team or something. Feels like a very different approach. Everybody else should be good. Brazil. USSR. Sabotage. An enemy syndicate has established a supply base in a nearby city, using it to provide a stopping off point for their forces. As preparation for an assault strike, team is to enter the base and destroy all vehicles present therein. No trace must be left. Okay, I can destroy vehicles all day. West of the city, only accessible by road. It's understaffed. Located means of transport. The vehicle you use to infiltrate the base also has to be destroyed. Okay. Wow, that's an interesting thing to like put behind the extra information. I guess the in-game objective marker would tell you destroy your car. It's important that I always read that thing. Save. Yeah, let's go.
Selected.
Okay, I should figure out where I'm taking the car before I do anything here. To walk back home, I know, right? I think I have to get them out of the building before I blow up the car, otherwise I'm hosed, I assume. It's been the case so far, for the most part. There's no way to get through a vehicle gate without a vehicle. I feel like that'd be a nice solution, though, like make it so that you, yeah, they're completely safe through the wall. Just wanted to check. After that last mission where I was able to shoot a guy through a wall, I wonder if the, like, black stuff on the ceiling of that building. There's supposed to be a window. And, like, the solution I'm doing is climbing up on top of the buildings and then shooting them through the skylight, because that's kind of cool. But the game has never worked that way up to this point, as far as I know. Alright. I can already take this now. Good job, Car. Proud of you. Don't turn here, I think. Paper mache bunker, right? Let's just play it safe and destroy every building. On the other side of the gate and then destroy the car. Interesting, those cars have the gates have player collision, so even if you have a car that's holding the gate open, you need to be in a car to get out, which is interesting. Should make the bunker out of whatever car gates are made out of. Yeah, exactly. Oh no, okay. I was gonna say, is that supposed to be a trick that I get caught inside the building and can't leave? And I had to know to leave through the gate. Because wouldn't it be mean if the evacuate was inside the facility, right? And it did the opposite to you, but I lucked out. Oh, I did not luck out. I need to have a car to get out. Wait, maybe not. Maybe we don't. Maybe we're okay still. That might just be a superfluous gate. Everything's fine. Nothing is ruined. Maybe? Where are they? No, everything is ruined. I think I needed to maybe not destroy the fire engine? Wait. Never mind. We're okay. Man, that was just a roller coaster of emotion. Welcome to the new empire. Go on now. Get yourself back to Paraguay. Personnel acquisition. An enemy undercover agent has malfunctioned and is obviously not responding to any of its control commands. Intelligence believes that he had access to high-level information, which would be of great use to our intelligence boys. What are these boys in this game? Squad's been issued with a remote portable uplink device, which attaches onto the Persuadertron. When the subject is persuaded, any relevant information is immediately beamed by satellite to head office. Direct your squad in to persuade the enemy agent before anyone else gets to him. Okay. At least 3 enemy squads are en route to deal with the target. If they reach him before you, they will probably kill him and will have lost a chance for information. A single agent with the Persuadertron will be able to get through the city with a minimum of fuss and persuade the target. Once the uplink is achieved, the mission will end. Set office will have all the information they need. Oops. Oh, I just moved it. Okay. That's a way to reorder my inventory. Sort of. Over here, not organizing my item box in Resident Evil 3. Trying to organize in this game. It doesn't matter though as far as the time it takes me to click stuff, so not a complete wash. Alright. Paraguay, let's go. We gotta book it, right? Might just be get in the building as fast as you can before anybody else shows up type of thing. They're like on the roof or something? Mission failed. Okay. Maybe they're on the roof and that's why it didn't work. I've always said paper mache, but I think that's how you're supposed to spell it, right? So this mission I should be able to clear super fast if I don't screw it up. Did you pronounce it just? I've always just pronounced it paper. I didn't know if there was a different way to say it. Did you see the ambulance level, Robinin? Oof. Biggest of oofs. I think they're inside the building, it's just annoying to get in there. Maybe it's only through this door instead of the other one? There we go. I was stuck on this ambulance mission in South America for about an hour, trying to get this NPC to path into a vehicle and drive it. No me gusta. Uruguay. Enemy convoy is stopping off for supplies nearby. One of the APCs contains potential agents. Before their outfitting process, and the other contains documents and surveillance reports. Your squad is to break into the compound where the vehicles are and destroy the troop transport. Once this is done, steal the surveillance APC and return to the pickup point. Destroy the troop transport. Enemy owns the APCs is not going to be impressed when he finds out you're about. Expect several defense squads. One agent's enough to infiltrate the complex and destroy the target. As long as you get the correct vehicle, then you should be fine. Support weaponry or close assault flamethrower should be used. Uruguay. Uruguay. We don't need a vehicle to get into the facility. I probably do. Let's be real. Actually had to shoot there. Don't use the auto fire or I'll know. Ocelot doesn't have any way to know if you use the auto fire, right? They didn't do like a thing to check buttons per press. Well, speaking of Ocelot, without going too much into it, because I'm trying to avoid as much detail about it as possible, but I heard that Death Stranding is supposed to be a Dark Souls-like game. What? I don't know about that. I guess it would explain the title being DS and kind of awkwardly named. After MGS5, I am extremely skeptical of what Kojima is able to do, but I guess you never know. I really don't know the circumstances of his current assignment. My fear is that he has, like, full creative control. He's just gonna George Lucas it again. Also, I can detect if you're pressing faster than physically possible, but not all turbo buttons go that fast. I see. So we gotta find a car here. Gotta be one vehicle here somewhere, right? For all this road, I gotta get this one fire engine. It's definitely gonna be pretty, yeah. I think I still like Metal Gear. I don't think that MGS5 made me hate Metal Gear altogether, but it definitely made me not implicitly trust Kojima to make a cohesive, reasonable game. Who blew up the... Seriously? When did that happen? I think I might soft lock if that thing's busted. Yeah, I think we're soft locked. Okay, I'll reload. If it's a train wreck, it's at least not going to be mundane. That's true. I guess as long as it's finished. But my concerns with MGS5, like we were all talking about, went beyond it just not being finished. Unless if it had spent a lot more time in development and he would have made a lot of cuts in the process or something. Try this again. Hope no rando NPCs destroy the truck that I need. Ben, stop pushing your head on the monitor. Or mundane. MGS5 is a mundane train wreck, if that's possible. Like, it's a train wreck in that it's a Kojima game where just nothing happens. Just as far as you can get from his signature, you know? Hey, lovely, how you doing?
Pretty good. How are you playing?
Syndicate. I'm in a different window, so the GIF won't work on this screen.
No worries.
But I'll play the song. This is my wife, Andrea.
Hey, Andrea's here. Here comes science.
How was science today? How you doing?
So I have good news and bad news.
Cool.
The bad news is I have to go into work tomorrow.
Well, yeah.
And
Oh, yeah, that's
possibly...
right. Normally it's your day off.
Yeah. Possibly for a long time.
Okay,
Depends
that sucks.
on if my BLR system from Santa Barbara gets shipped or not.
You can take a comp day.
Yeah. The good news, which is... And I'm only tentatively excited because I'm waiting for someone to tell me what I did wrong. But I might actually have data from Santa Barbara.
Oh, from Santa Barbara, where you were concerned that you didn't get data.
Yes.
How is that possible?
It was really noisy, so I applied a noise filter.
Oh. That might be enough for you to.
And it goes like flat, 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 and then it goes whoop.
Nice.
And that little whoop is the data.
And that's the whoop you've been
watching
wanting
the
this
thing
whole time.
move. Yeah. So I'll show Matt on Monday.
Well, that's super cool. I hope that happens. I know you've been kind of bummed out about not getting data from Santa Barbara this whole time.
I worked so hard.
How did you find a noise filter? Did you just Google noise filter?
Yeah, well, I just Googled like Python smooth noisy data. And then it's like, use this Russian guy and Govel
I was talking with my dad.
thing.
I think my dad has imposter syndrome too, which is really common among people in academia. But anyway, I'm talking to him, and part of the reason that made me suspect it is he was saying, when I worked for this job, I was a salesperson, but they would have me work on the website, and I never knew what I was doing. I would just look things up with search engines and guess at it and try to put it together and copy and paste other people's code and hack it to make it work. I'm like, dude, everybody does that.
Yep.
There is no the myth of the person who knows what they're doing. The only thing that is even
If you're not doing it that way, then you're not doing something new.
I suppose that's true, yeah.
If you've done something for 10 years, then you probably don't have to do that.
Right. But you probably learned the first time by, hacking it off something else.
Oh, of course.
You've heard the joke that, only Stack Exchange was made without Stack Exchange. Come on.
All right, on Akifal. Yeah, it's important to measure and time and know your limits and all that jazz.
Yeah, working on getting to a buzz play. So we've been doing a set a timer and then have a shot.
Yep.
Right? So after 1 hour you have one shot or something like that.
No, it's 45 minutes.
Well, whatever it is. You just sit to it, you make sure the thing goes off. You don't drink more than that in between them. Starting to care more about your liver. That's fair. Every time I get to this fire truck, it's been blown up. I don't know if the bad guys are blowing it up in the meantime. I don't think this is a winnable mission if that happens, though. Because I have to get through the door, and there's no other way in there. Let me
Why
check
would
really
they give
quick.
you an unwinnable mission?
Because this game was made in 1993.
Back when they were cruel.
Yeah. By the time I get over there, they've destroyed my only means of completing this stage. So I'll try it again. This time I'm just going to double check that the car doesn't begin exploded. I don't think it does, but...
Selected.
Give them all their drugs. It is not destroyed at the beginning. So it's got to be one of these characters must have an explosion, and that's what blows it up. It's my only guess. Gotta find my dudes. Where were they? This game really needs a teleport to my characters button. That's where I have to go eventually. That wasn't along a wall. So you'll find out tomorrow whether you've got data, and then you can take a...
Oh no, I'll
update.
find out on Monday.
Oh, okay.
Once I check with Matt. But tomorrow, if my BLR system gets in from Santa Barbara, I have to put it together.
I see. It's true. FromSoft, it's one of those things where it's I'm really happy that the Souls games and FromSoft are as popular as they are. I had a character die, I gotta restart. But it puzzles me. I don't know how it happened. I'm happy that it's true, and I'm happy to benefit from it being true. Just when there's a band or a book that speaks to you on a very personal level, and then it also happens to be super popular, and you're like, this is awesome. That means I get more of it. Gets more readily funded. Marty, you're gonna have to be patient, buddy. It's gonna be another 15 minutes or so, okay? Have patience.
That's not okay with him. So why are you invading Uruguay?
I am a international cyberpunk syndicate, and I am trying to control the world. So I'm doing pretty well. I've already got most of the continents. I'm deciding not to take Florida for now, because I don't really want Florida. And these are other international syndicates, like corporations that build androids to murder each other for global domination. These 3 bars are the number of drugs they're taking. The red bar is...
Number of drugs they're taking?
Yes. The red bar is Adderall. The blue bar is something that makes you really perceptive. I don't know. Cocaine. And the green bar is crystal meth. So I increase the drugs they're taking as much as possible to make them move faster, have better reflexes, act more smartly. That sort of thing. Makes a lot of sense if you think about it.
It's like MK Ultra shit.
Right. I'm sure that that's included in the lore of this game. Come on, guys. Shoot him better. Don't die, you dumbass! I'm out of ammo. Demon Souls came out when AAA games were at peak homogeny. I think that's fair. They're just doing something different from the rest of the industry. You're probably on the right track with that.
There, it's not blown up this time.
I know. Fingers crossed. I'm not celebrating yet because I need to get it out of this facility and to the gate, which is easier said than done. Still several ways I could fuck this up. Try very hard not to. Turn right? Thank you. Vehicle controls are pretty janky. It's like you have ice physics all the time, but you're pointing clicking. Okay. Phew. Gotta kill this cop because if he destroys the vehicle I'm in, then I die and the game is unwinnable. There's another cop down here that I need to murder.
I think you got him.
Cool. So many cops. Turn this way, please. No! No! Okay. No, they blew up my car!
Well, you said there were several ways you could fuck it up, and you found one! Yay!
I guess I have to go through this stage and murder every police officer before I get the car, but after I confirm that the car has not been destroyed before I reach it. Okay. Oh god, kitties. You guys need to chill way the fuck out. Max drugs. Do you see your cat?
He's just chilling in front of the monitor.
Walking over keyboards. He sure is a kitty.
He's my little guy.
Whereas Marty is your buddy.
Yep, already my buddy.
I shared that picture in Discord that you gave to our cat sitters.
I miss Polly. He was a good cat.
This is Ben, aka Little Guy. This is Marty, aka Buddy.
Well, and they have to be fed at specific places.
They do. That continues to be true. Marty will freak if you feed him in the wrong corner. Okay, let's start killing police officers. There are blue dots on the map. They go down really easily because they're not cyborgs. Killed a civilian. Oh well. I think it literally doesn't matter. Like, I don't think there's any consequences. Alright, the fire engine still exists.
Why do you have to steal a fire engine?
I have to get through a door, and doors only open if you have a vehicle, and it's the only vehicle on the map. So if the fire engine gets destroyed, then I can't fit through the door, and then the mission is soft-locked. I can't win. Make sure there's not still a android inside this building. Cyborg, rather. Because I think the problem so far...
Oh, is it destroyed? It looked destroyed.
Wait, is it? God! I don't even know what's happening.
I don't know.
I think it's just...
It's a timer, maybe?
Maybe there's a timer. Oof. Thank you for noticing it. I would have kept walking and been very sad in a few minutes. I can try barreling straight for it, but then I haven't killed all of the,
Cops.
The cops, yeah. So I don't know...
Selected. Selected.
All I can guess is that's happening is that one of these enemies is seeing me from really far across the map, and they're shooting toward me, and they're shooting through the fire engine and destroying it prematurely. Like, that's my best guess. But I'm super puzzled by it. I feel like trying to figure out why shit's not working is a big part of the enjoyment of this game for me. Huh, I wonder why this guy won't get in this, ambulance. The one time it did make sense to split up. Maybe, but I don't know why it's blowing up. Like, the mission description doesn't say that the fire engine's gonna blow up if you take too much time. I think it's just unfortunate timing when I get over there. Like, I think I might just be at a weird angle where one of these guys, because these guys, part of their problem is they all have these, like, martyrdom grenades that they drop when they die. And sometimes it can cause a chain explosion that is big enough to destroy the fire engine. I think we made it. I'm just gonna get it out of here because this is really dangerous for some reason. And I'll get out of it and go on a police killing spree. It's a shooty puzzle game. Does that amuse you?
It does.
Is that funny to you when the car turns around? I'm glad it brings you joy.
I don't know. Do you have to go to another square? Like, how do you turn around?
Every time I get to an intersection, I pray that it will go the way I want it to, and if it doesn't, I have to do this. And hope there's not like a mine in here that blows up the fire truck for some reason. So like, for instance, there's a good chance it's going to miss this turn here and keep going. All right, it went, whew! Little things. Come on, make the turn. Okay, all right. Unprecedented progress. There's still cops trying to kill us, though. Sorry, civilian. You were in my line of fire. No, do not get run over by the thing. Sometimes they don't get out of the car, or they don't get into the car correctly, and they walk under the tires, and then the car runs them over, and I die, and I have to start the mission over. I turned around again. Where's my nearest turnaround point? Is it far? I think it's here. This is going to be hard. It's hard to it never turns around when you want it to. Also, there's a cop. Nope. Get in there. Okay. Pretty hazardous being a citizen around these parts. No kidding. Okay, I did it. I did it. Keeping an eye out for cops here. There's one, hold on. Almost got me. Okay, gotta go through this gate, and we gotta get out immediately. Oh, but the gate is still extant. You just can't shoot through it. What the hell is that?
Ben's sitting on your computer.
You hear that loud beep sound?
Yeah, I imagined it was your computer. Here, yeah, your computer says something. Choose operating system to start.
Oh no, can you shut it down? He must have done something bad. Hold the power button down. I gotta be careful here not to blow up one of these vehicles. So one of them I need to blow up, the other one I need to drive out of here. Ton of like sticky keys. Do I have other... You get everyone away from that thing just so they don't blow each other up. Yeah, you press shift too many times. Hopefully there aren't any more police left. No! Don't turn around, I just want you to go down that way. This car is so slow, too. Yeah, I've definitely disabled sticky keys on most of my machines. Ben was probably just sitting on the thing. Hey, thanks, Cal. Appreciate that. Alright, I can't fit through to get to it.
It's good to have you. Good night. Sleep tight.
Good night, Cal. Good seeing you.
Dream of kitty snuggles.
Appreciate that.
Assuming you like kitties.
I think it's actually 3. Oh no, don't, no. No. Now it's stuck on the other car. Okay, we gotta finish this level and then we're gonna be done. Oh no, is it soft locked? I think it's soft locked because the car is on the other side of the gate, so it can't get out. Oh my god.
Oh, they're there.
Let me see if it'll drive over a destroyed car. Oh, I can't destroy it because that's an actual wall. Like, I can't reach in there, right? At least there's no ambulance. No, I can't reach it because there's no collision here.
You not get in the fire truck and move it forward?
No, because this gate is actually, it blocks players even when it's down. Like, I can't move through there. I can't even shoot through there because it has collision. Alright, good luck, future Marstead. I think you'll remember this fire truck mission. I don't have to leave you too many messages about what to do. We were so close to being done, you just had to not fuck up that
just remember,
turn.
when you're in the fire truck, pull up a little bit.
Probably destroy
Park
it.
somewhere or destroy it.
Yeah.
Park somewhere better.
So if I get turned around like that,